Andy Hudsonite here to share with you 18 next level Google search tips. These are also referred to as search operators. So let's get into these 18 ways to save time right now. Search tip number 1 is if you want to find a particular file, whether it's a PDF, a Word doc, an Excel file, and we're going to use the topic of Tesla all the way through these 18 search tips just to remain consistent. So the first one is if we wanted to find a Tesla document. So what we would do is go to google.com, of course, and we would type in Tesla and then space file type : PDF. So I'll use the example of a PDF. Click Google search, and you'll notice here that only PDF files are coming up. As you can see that they're labeled here PDF. If I click into this one, this is about the Model S Tesla. So let's say you wanted to find a pamphlet about Tesla. This is one way to easily find it. Search tip number 2 is if we wanted to find related websites. So since we're dealing with Tesla here, we're going to find related websites to Tesla. So what we would put in the search box is just related : space and then tesla.com. We'll search that out and we'll see that we get everything related to Tesla here. Legal, Tesla electric cars, so everything related to the Tesla brand. You'll see that Department of Energy because it's dealing with battery power. So anything and everything related to Tesla. Search tip number 3, let's say you wanted to drill down on a particular topic related to a brand or a company. Since we're dealing with Tesla, let's put an example in, and it says Tesla and then a space and then the plus sign batteries. So as you can see, we have here Powerwall, a lot of different articles related to the battery, Tesla battery day, and so forth. So just a really efficient way of drilling down on content. Search tip number 4, let's say you wanted to search for everything related to Tesla except the batteries. Well, there's an easy way of omitting that term from your search. I'll put in Tesla and then space, a negative sign or minus sign, batteries. Now this will bring up everything related to Tesla except the batteries. Now you might think, well, why would you search for that? Well, this is just an example. You can see here it brings up Elon Musk, it brings up a number of different topics that are related to Tesla minus the batteries. So you can try the search yourself. Search tip number 5 deals with the exact wording of a statement or of a phrase. And what we're going to use, since we're relating this to Tesla, are all of the United States Tesla locations. So let me put that here in the search, Tesla United States locations. You notice you have to surround it with single quotes. So here it brings us an easy to read list of where they are located. We can even click here for 11 more rows. It takes us straight to Wikipedia so that we can see all the different locations. And you notice just how lightning fast this is for me to find this out just by the simple operation of putting single quotes around it. Search step number 6 relates to the site itself. So we're going to search for the site tesla.com and everywhere where that shows up on the web. So let's give that a try. Site : and then Tesla and then a space and then tesla.com. Anywhere the tesla.com domain shows up will come up in the results. We won't get any search results from third-party sites outside of Tesla. It's only from Tesla's site. So that way we can guarantee it's legit, it's coming from their company. Search tip number 7 takes this to the next level when it comes to searching for a domain. This time we're going to search only the subdomains in Tesla, not just by a particular topic. Use the operator site : **tesla.com and then a space -sign www. So it has everything related to Tesla's site, all the subdomains, I should say. As you go through here, shop.tesla.com, we have engage.tesla.com. So if you really want to go through and drill down into the subdomains of the Tesla site, or any site for that matter, this is a great operator for that. Search tip number 8 is for an either or. So you want to search for two possibly related subjects, and the two subjects that we're going to search for is Tesla and Edison. Now there's two ways that you can do this. The first way is to use the pipe symbol on your keyboard. The other way would be to use capital OR. Then the only things that are going to come up are anything related to Tesla and anything related to Edison. As you can see down here, You can see Edison International Home. So it gives you a pretty broad search for both of those subjects at the same time. Search tip number 9 takes this to the next level when it comes to searching for one or another topic. And again, we're going to use Tesla and Edison, but this time we're going to really drill down on the topic of alternating current. So we're going to have Tesla or, and again, you can also use the pipe symbol in place of or, Edison, and that needs to all be in parentheses, and then space alternating current. So this will bring up everything related to those two subjects in connection with alternating current. Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison, who was the better inventor? Search tip number 10 allows us to search for a wide range of topics related to a particular word. So for example, since we're dealing with Tesla, I'm going to do a search that's related to cars, but not specifically cars, but more of the synonyms. And so it's going to broaden that out into the car market. But again, related to Tesla. All we have to put is Tesla, space, and then the squiggle symbol from your keyboard, and then cars. And that should bring up all the different Tesla models. Really does give us a nice, easy bird's eye view of the Tesla fleet. Let me know in the comments below if you're finding this helpful, and maybe you own a Tesla or you're looking to get a Tesla and you want to research it. Some of these operatives will be very helpful for you and cut your time searching drastically. Search tip number 11 is a filter that I want to share with you. Let's say you want to search for Tesla, the band. Now, if you were to type in Tesla into Google, you're just going to get results about the car company, Elon Musk, and so forth. But let's say you really want to find everything related to the band. Well, there's a way of doing that. All I have to do is type in Tesla, space, and then parentheses, rock and roll, and then an asterisk between rock and roll with a space. And this should bring up everything related to the band, not to the car company. So this is a fantastic way of avoiding a much more publicized subject like Tesla cars, and it just helps you to focus in on what you really want to search for. Search tip number 12 is a little more technical, but it can be helpful because it shows us when the web page that we're searching for was last cached. So essentially when it was logged by Google servers, and it shows us just really how old the page is. So if we were to use that with Tesla, all we have to do is cache : and then tesla.com. This should bring up Tesla's site, and you'll see here at the top it says it's a snapshot of the page that appeared on December 6, 2021. So this is essentially when Google's robots, if you will, went and found this page when it was posted, and that's kind of where it's logged in their system. Search tip number 13 is related to a quote or a saying. Let's say you have a quote or a saying that you're looking for and you want to know where and find this quote. Following our Tesla theme, I found a quote by Elon Musk that I'll paste here into the search bar. Now I put it in parentheses, forgot to say that. Everything related here is going to be centered around this quote by Elon Musk. And the quote itself here is, when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. It just brings up everything where that quote is posted on any site, so it can be helpful for finding details related to that. Search tip number 14 is also related to quotes. It's related to finding a quote or a saying when you only know part of it, when you only know a couple of words. So we're going to use the same quote by Elon Musk, and I'm only going to paste in a few words of it. And so I pasted the beginning of it, and then I put an asterisk at the end. And so that's telling Google search, find this quote related to the beginning of these words. And you can see that it did find it, didn't have any problem finding the quote from Elon Musk. So a great way, I mean, if you want to use it for lines in movies, poetry, of course, quotes, and anything else that you only remember partially, you can search this way. Search tip number 15 relates to searching by date. Now, we'll start off by just saying that since we're following Tesla's brand here on this video, let's find out. I'm curious to know how much Teslas have costed since 2020. So how do we do it? All we have to do is paste in Tesla space cost and then a space and then : after 2020. So this is going to search for Tesla costs from 2020 until today. Search tip number 16 also deals with dates, but it's a specific date period that we want to search, not just after a particular date. And I should mention that there's also a before date that I didn't go into in this video. There's a lot of other operators that I'm not going to cover. If there's any specific ones that you want to see in a future video, let me know in the comments below. But for search tip number 16, let's look at a date range. And so we're going to look at the Tesla cost between 2018 and 2020. What does that operator look like? I'm going to paste it in here. Tesla space cost 2018 space ... space 2020. And here you can see at the top 2018 Tesla costs or sales from Kelley Blue Book. Great way to narrow in on, let's say you want to compare the cost of Tesla a couple of years ago to what it is today. These are great operators to do that. Search tip number 17 is a little different. We're going to search for an image, not just text, and we're going to search for an image of Elon Musk. No surprise, because we're talking about Tesla. So what do? We click images up in the upper right because we're dealing with searching images. Let's put in Elon Musk. So a lot of images related to him. Let's choose this one, and we don't want to left click this, we want to right click it and do search Google for image, and it's going to bring up this. We want to pay attention to this upper result here and click all sizes. So this is going to bring up every size of this image that's on the web. This could be very helpful for finding that right size of an image that of course you're allowed to use, and for whatever project you're doing, it just puts it all right here in one screen, easy to scroll through. Search tip number 18, we are going to find a lunch that is affordable for us. And let's pretend that we work at Tesla and their headquarters in Palo Alto, California. Let's say we want to find a $9.99 lunch special in the Palo Alto area. So what's an easy way to search for that? Well, all we have to do is put in Palo Alto lunch deals, $9.99. You may notice that I have a dot after the $9.99 cost, and apparently this helps Google to realize this is an exact cost, and so should pull up everything related to this, and we should see cheap lunch specials from Yelp, restaurants in Palo Alto, that's helpful, the 10 best lunch restaurants in Palo Alto. Great way to search for what you need on a very practical level. And these operators, of course, can be very complex for harder projects that relate to your job, your expertise, and can save you a ton of time. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video and if this has been helpful for you. Questions, even operators that you didn't see me go over that you want to share with the community. Be sure to like this video so YouTube will promote it out so others can get help with these operators and have better, more efficient search. And subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one, and I'll see you in the next one.